kitchen door.
Warren Zevon was an American singer, songwriter, and keyboard player. His career is convoluted, and he's worked with and for a number of notable people, which includes the Everly Brothers, guys from Fleetwood Mac, Linda Ronstadt and Bonnie Raitt, members of R.E.M., Chick Corea, Dave Gilmour, Jerry Garcia, Stephen King, Matt Groening, Amy Tan, and has had a long-standing friendship and kind of business relationship, as it were, with David Letterman. He also worked as an arranger and composer of jingles and TV music. He had one really successful solo album, which is called Excitable Boy, and then he had seemingly repeated attempts to recreate that success, and he has released 13 albums in total. He died in 2003. Hi, my name is Dan, and this is a review of the album Excitable Boy by Warren Zevon, which was released in 1978 and was his third album. This was the successful one, and I know this quite well. I've had a copy of this for quite a while, and it's an occasional listen of mine. I would describe this as being singer-songwriter with a piano theme, and just looking down at my notes, Acclaimed Rock has described this as piano rock, singer-songwriter. Yeah, so I'm in agreement there. Musically, I'd say mostly this is straightforward pop rock. Apart from one track, which is Nighttime in the Switching Yard, which is kind of more funk rock, kind of think more Doobie Brothers kind of stuff for that. Otherwise, if you thought Fleetwood Mac, you wouldn't go far wrong for this in terms of music. I think this album probably should be billed as Warren Zevon and Friends, because he's got a lot of friends, and there's a lot of different people involved in this. And the names that I've heard of, and there are way more names that I haven't heard of here, but include Linda Ronstadt, Jackson Browne, John McVie and Mick Fleetwood from Fleetwood Mac, Jennifer Warnes, as in Joe Cocker and Jennifer Warnes. What else will I say? I'll talk about his voice. His voice is surprisingly deep for what he looked like. The picture on the cover always surprises me when I see him and I remember his voice and go, really? He looks like a kind of John Denver kind of person, but his voice sounds more kind of, not quite Lou Reed, but going in that kind of direction. It's got a medium amount of gravitas, I would say. But I'd say that this album really is all about the song. There's quite a mixture here. There's a couple of lovey ballad stuff. There's a couple of historical stories. Stories is really the thing here. And then some other story situations like Lawyers, Guns and Money. Excitable Boy is about a boy who rapes and murders his prom date and is connected. It's to Wake Up Little Susie. So he did work with the Everly Brothers, who that was a famous track for. And he's got a song about werewolves who happen to be in London. You'll know that track. Almost everybody does. Which is just, if you listen to the lyrics, it's weird. It's like, what really is the song going on about? Apart from, oh, werewolves in London. I like it. I do like it as a song. It's just, yeah, lines like his hair was perfect, and I'd like to meet his tailor. It's an interesting song. Album in general, I like it, which is why I've listened to it several times in the past and why I have a copy of it. I would say it's not an everyday album, certainly not for me, but it's an occasional day album. But it's rich and inventive stories, and it's decent, more than decent singer-songwriter, and it's perfectly acceptable in its music. I wouldn't kind of laud it for its musical stuff. The thing that I like here are the songs and the content. So that's what I like about this album. That's what I think about this album. I'd love to know what you think about this album, though. So please really tell me by leaving me a comment. But that's it from me for now.
Nighttime in the switching yard. 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 Get it out on my main line.